you are such an intelligent child, and at such a tender age, you have already done so much and you are still continuing on this journey. So just let me know, Shreya, that how did this idea that come to your mind?
The idea was of my mother. She told me to create a YouTube channel where I will be uploading videos related to education, and the topics will be of what I already know. So the main motive was that what I know, I'll be uploading it as a video on the YouTube, and it will be saved there forever. And that's how it will be a revision for me
Shreya,
as well.
I'm so excited to see you. Actually, the moment I received a mail from your side, I took it as a routine kind of email because I'm on this journey and we people used to talk to have these kinds of conversations with each other. But the moment I got to know about your channel and I scrolled through the channel, I was, you know, all of a sudden, I think I couldn't make it out that you already have attained so much. You are doing a wonderful job and you are such a wonderful teacher also. And what made you to come on this platform and how did you find me or why did you find me to have this kind of conversation with you? Because I believe that like I'm a learner, frankly speaking, and you are already doing wonderful things as a teacher on your platform.
So, first of all, thank you so much, ma'am. And it's nice to hear from you about this. And it's nothing like that. I'm also a learner, and we are learning here English language. And I'm here to improve and learn from you because I came to know you have done conversation with someone else, and that person has approached me too. So that's how I came to know with you, and the idea flashed my mind of learning from you, and that's why I had written the email.
Mhm. So nice, nice to know about you. Tender age, you are already you have attained so much, and you are really doing a wonderful idea, a wonderful job. Just let me know the first thing which has made me so curious to know about you. That how did the idea of uh, coming along with this kind of platform, like you have your very successful channel and you have a very good clientele there, and I have gone through your viewership, so I've gone through the kind of contents you post on your channel. uh, you are posting uh, different kinds of contents, right? So that that gave me a sort of impression, or rather to everyone whosoever would visit to your channel, that you are such an intelligent child, and at such a tender age, you have already done so much and you are still continuing on this journey. So just let me know, Shreya, that how did this idea that come to your mind?
The idea was of my mother. She told me to create a YouTube channel where I will be uploading videos related to education, and the topics will be of what I already know. So, the main motive was that what I know, I'll be uploading it as a video on the YouTube, and it will be saved there forever. And that's how it will be a revision for me as well.
Mm, very good. All together, you can say a different kind of perspective. Like you started using this platform as a kind of like a child is doing a homework for himself or herself. But at the
Yeah.
same time, you are motivating other people and you are making others to learn from your learning. So this is really a wonderful idea, and I would rather like to salute your mom who gave you this kind of idea. It's really a novel kind of thing, like guiding your child that you go this way. So that way, of course, it might have created a sort of interest inside you, because when you start doing the same thing in a different way, like every child is going to school, then child is made to sit, then the child has to do the revision in a monotonous way, but you chose altogether a different way, a novel way. And that novel way is now paying you, I must say, and also making so many others to learn your way. Because the number of times what happens is when a teacher is teaching something to the students, because there is a big age difference and maturity level difference is there. And number of times what is this? A number of times what I was telling you, that teachers, a number of times they're very intelligent, having a plethora of degrees in their credits, but because of that level in understanding, a number of times they fail to communicate well. They fail to understand, they fail to come up to the level of the child. And in spite of having so many high level credentials, they fail to impress the students or to become a good teacher. But this is a very good thing, and it is a practically applicable also, that when one child makes other learn, so the child to whom you are trying to learn to teach, that becomes easier for that. So in your case, your journey is going that way. I mean, children might be, definitely students might be getting lots of benefits from your channel, because you are going the easier way, because you are at the same level at which level the other students or learners are belonging to your subject or your level.
Yes. Yeah, you're absolutely right, and I'm also happy to serve the people at from my childhood, because helping someone is a very good job, I believe, and this way I am doing good for me as well and for others as well.
And Shreya, we people have not, given our introductions, right? Might be you have some
Yes,
idea, uh, but I want to know more about you. Are a student, right?
yes, I study in 8th standard and I am a student of Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Ah, wow. Kendri Vidyalaya Central Schools.
Yes,
Yeah, nice. And which place you belong to, Shreya?
I belong to Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh, but currently I'm living in Assam.
Oh, so at the moment I'm talking to you while you are sitting there in Assam. And how is the weather there in
Yes.
Assam?
The weather, it's like it rains almost every day, and it gets quite like it gets dark here quite early. Like from our side, in the west side, the darkness comes at around 7 p.m. But here it starts getting dark from 5:30 p.m. or so.
So at this very moment, when you are chatting with me, so it might be darker outside.
Yes, it is dark.
Okay. So Shreya, I'm Kavaljit, and at the moment I'm chatting to you while sitting here in a small city of Punjab. The name of my city,
Okay.
yeah, and my city is famous for having maximum number of hospitals, or you can say medical facilities, providing medical maximum number of medical facilities throughout Asia. Jalandhar is at number one.
Okay. So I also spent 5 years of my life in Punjab, in the capital city in Chandigarh.
Wow, good. So it was a kind of posting of your dad or some this kind of thing,
Yeah,
because
my dad was transferred there in Chandigarh.
Hmm. And in which department your dad works?
He is in the Indian Air Force.
Wow, Hmm. Nice. I have
Yes, ma'am. And
Indian has lots of respect for the army officers and the people who are serving for the country, and because of them we people sleep well during night. Army, Air Force, Navy, everybody, BSF, CRPF. Yeah.
yeah, you are right. Okay,
So
so ma'am, moving forward with this conversation, I would like to know from you, like, what do you think? What is the role of grammar in spoken English? Do you think it's really important, or do you think that in spoken English it's not really important?
grammar is a pillar of any language you talk about. But yeah, for so far as spoken English is concerned, we get sort of a bit of leverage. We can avoid some of the hardcore principles of grammar to begin with. But yeah, if you want to excel in any language, sooner or later, you need to achieve that, you can say, competency. But to begin with, yes, we don't need that much of grammar to begin with. Because initially, what I feel, it is my personal opinion, but definitely whenever I talk to different people, and most of the time we resonate with each other, because initially, so far as spoken English is concerned, the person whosoever comes on this platform, for that person, the one bigger challenge is to dare to speak, right? Because in majority of the cases, the content is all already there in the mind. But because in India, thousands of languages and dialects are spoken, and out of that, you can say we never get the opportunity to converse in English because we are already busy with our own languages and different kinds of dialects around us. But English is never having any space there. Okay. So when we come to the level, come at the level of or the platform of spoken English, so initially the first thing important for all of us is to break that hesitancy, daring to speak. So when it comes to daring to speak means when you come up to that level only where you are capable enough or you become capable enough to convey your message first. And I feel at that very stage, grammar is not that important. But otherwise, for it's a fact, without grammar, you can't move. But so far, because you were talking about the competency level, that initially we get some leverage, we can make some mistakes. The important thing initially is that if you or me, we succeed in conveying our message to the other person, I think our purpose is done. Yes, but this belongs to, like, if you are at a basic, you belong to basic level or you are at intermediate level. But if we want to reach at the advanced level, we want to become advanced level learners at that very stage, then everything is important.
Yes, you're saying absolutely right. And if we have the content in our mind, but if we are not speaking, so what's the use of that? We should know how to express our feelings in English language, in any language. Here we are talking about English.
Yeah, definitely. So this is actually, this is again, you can say the main agenda of the spoken English. When we talk about spoken English, mean we must try to speak. And spoken English we learn only when we speak and speak. So at that very time, the important thing is you try to convey your message first. Like at this very
Yes.
moment, while I'm talking to you, I know I'm making so many mistakes. But if you are able to understand what I mean, I think my purpose is done. But again,
Yes.
it's a intermediate level. It's not an advanced level. And to reach at that very level, I will have to go through the grammar and everything related to the language.
Yes, you are right. For any language to learn, we to excel in it, we need to know everything about it.
Yes, yes, you're right. Mm. So what do you do? You are a student of 8th standard, so you might be busy in the mornings with your classes. Definitely, it's so sure you go to the school, right?
Yes, we I go to school, but currently, as we have shifted to a new place in Assam side, so I will start going to school from this week, this upcoming Monday. So
Mm.
currently, I'm free.
So you people have recently shifted over there in Assam?
Yes, before that, we were living in the NCR region, and recently we came in Assam.
Okay. And what about your siblings?
I have a younger sister. She is 5 years old, and she will start going to school from this Monday only.
Nice. So Shreya, what is your goal in life? Or
I want to.
and YouTube on both the fronts.
Okay, so I want to go in the civil services, and I want to become an IAS officer. And if you talk about on YouTube, so my main motive is to reach maximum number of people and help them in every possible way.
Hmm. So by the time you would reach at that level, then possibilities you might be tutoring regarding the competitive exams at that very time. How to get
It's
because the way you are growing, the level of your channel would grow, keep on growing that way also, isn't it?
yes, the syllabus keeps increasing.
Yeah. Surprised that, oh, I'm going to talk to such a young girl. So that idea had never come to my mind. So most of the time, I used to talk to the young boys and girls who are in the beginning of their careers or they are in the final years of their studies. So far as my experience on this platform is concerned. And you are the youngest one.
My next question to you is that when did you start learning English and how did you reach at this level?
Uh, Shreya, I think already in the hidden form, I have already given you the idea and the answer to your question that the language is already inside us because we all have, you are such a tender age, but otherwise, once you are done with your schooling or with the college, so it means we have passed through that stage where we have studied this language English, right? In whatever form, but we have, because English is always, it comes as a compulsory subject. Okay. So thing is, language was already there, but like if I told you I live in Punjab, and similar is the situation in the other regions also. So majority of the time we speak in our regional language. Though we are
Yes.
working, but again after the office work is done, we are back to the regional language. And we are back in the families, we converse because we feel more comfortable when we express ourselves in our own language. This is a very basic rule. If you want to express yourself, then your regional language is the only via media. I started actually working on spoken English, I must say, not on English as a language. On spoken English, about it's been now 7 8 months journey of mine. But again, I don't get that much of a time to work on it. Yeah, I have started sparing 15, 20, 25 minutes in this very way. The way like I'm chatting to. So in the whole day, like it's the end of the tail end of the day. And this is the time when I'm conversing with somebody in English. Otherwise, since morning till late evening, we people converse in a regional language only. So this is why my via media. Yes, when I go for my office, then on the way, I start listening to some YouTube channel. I do that exercise sometimes. And because I am enjoying this journey and I want to hone my communication skills, so I have started loving this language also. And when you do something, some that kind of stuff, uh, which you love the most, I think then things become a bit easier for you. So this is the
Yeah,
way
because
life is going on.
when we start enjoying something.
Yeah, yes. You let me know about your way. In what way you go so far as because you make your videos in Hindi also.
Yeah, I have made my videos in Hindi language, mostly in Hindi language only.
Mm.
And for if we talk about the language English, so in my school, the it's an English medium school, so in my textbooks and everything, I study in English.
Mm.
Apart from that, in my home, my parents speak in Hindi and English language, so that gives me a boost of English, and that's why I'm able to express. Apart from that, I don't do anything special for spoken English.
Mm. Right. So slowly and slowly it will be done. We will be reaching at that level where we want to see ourselves. Because when you take the things on the easier notes, uh, I in other way I may say it this way, that if you don't take anything as a stress, you are learning something, you want to learn something, but you want to do it without getting stressed. I think then you come up with the better results.
Yes, you are right.
Also taking it that very way. Whenever I get the time, I get the opportunity, then I make the best out of it. I try to make the best out of it.
That's great that you are using your spare time for doing something good.
Yeah. So it's a good thing, and it's a symbol of growth also, Shreya. You must keep on doing something, uh, anything you want to learn. But I'm a kind of a believer that you should keep on learning something. May it be painting, may it be gardening. Like at the moment, I'm working on my language. May it be English, may it be now. I have seen have my session. I had my sessions with different students, and many of them I came across that they are learning so many other languages also. So it is a healthy sign.
Yes, as it is said that if you're not doing progress, that means you're doing degress.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I'm also a strong believer, and I always advocate one thing, that we all have got just one life, and this is the only life, and we must try our hands on everything, whatever is there in our bucket list or in our mind. We shouldn't die with the regret that I wanted to do this thing, but I never tried in life. You should give a try. Do experimentation. Let yourself fly. Keep yourself loose for everything. Be welcoming for everything.
Yes, you're right. That we should try for everything. We should learn everything. We should not be like that. I will do this later or I will do that later. We should, whatever comes to us, we should just start learning it, and surely it's gonna help us someday or the other.
Mm. Yeah, yes. We shouldn't put up the things on the conditional note, that first I do this, only then I will do this, or do that. So that way, Shreya, I am really excited. I was excited, and I have enjoyed talking to you a lot, because for me, the main exciting thing was uh, before that, before going to your videos, I had no idea. But the moment I saw your videos, at one end, it was a kind of thing in my mind. This girl is already doing so much of the, something which is of much higher level, having good clientele, good number of subscribers, good viewership, and she teaches very well. And what has made her to come on this platform? So that excitement was there in my mind, that why do you want to work on this language? Because you are already on the right path. You are already on the learning, in the learning phase. So automatically, even if you don't do anything special, you are going to become a good speaker in the times to come. No one can stop you, because this is your learning phase. And once we realize something at this very tender age, definitely the results are always good, right? Because if I compare myself with you, when I was at your age, this kind of idea never came in my mind, or in other people of my age in the minds. That's why we are working at this very stage. And sort of some hesitation was there in my mind, that she's well informed, and she knows so many of the things. I don't know what, in what way this conversation would take the turn. So that excitement was there inside my mind the moment I saw you. So this is a small girl, and I'm going to have a chit chat with this girl today. So that made me very ecstatic, made me very much, you can say, happy also. And Shreya, I enjoy talking to you, knowing your journey, your future goals, and your mom who gave you the inspiration, and the kind of family you belong to, your dad, your background. It's a kind of family that every Indian has a great honor in their mind for anybody who comes from this very front. So hats off to you, and lots of blessings for your future endeavors, your future plans, your dreams.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I'm so happy to hear all this from you. And I'm so glad that you accepted the booking, and I came to know so many things from you. I learned a lot from you today. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Beta. God bless you.